I want to ask you something, and I need you to really sit with it. When was the last time you got dressed and you said, yes, that's her, that's me, and the happy dance came alive? Not, this will do. Not, nobody gonna even notice me anyway. Not, at least this fits. But actually, yes, this is the woman I am now. I look good and mean it. If you can't remember the last time getting dressed felt like that, this video is what? For you. Because today we are talking about the woman you think you lost. And I'm here to tell you that she did not go anywhere. Stay with me. What's up, ladies? My name is Rosie, and I make content for women over 40 to accept their current bodies and rebuild the self-esteem, confidence, and style they have been missing so that they can look in the mirror and feel proud again, all without losing a single pound. Let's do this. Let me paint the picture. It's morning, you have somewhere to be, maybe work, maybe a family thing, maybe just errands, but you still need to get dressed. You open up your closet, and instead of feeling anything good, you feel this immediate heaviness, like a wall just went up between you and the day ahead. You start going through things. This doesn't fit right. This one makes you feel bigger than you really are. This one you bought because you thought it would work, but it never did, and you don't know why it's still in your closet. So you go to the back of your closet, the same 3 or 4 safe pieces you always reach for, because at least you know what you're getting. You put something on, you look in the mirror, you think, this is fine. And fine is the best thing you can hope for right now. And then you go about your day. But here's what nobody talks about. That fine that you just accepted, that has a cost. Every single morning you settle for fine, something happens inside of you. It's small. You might not even notice that it's there, but it is. A little dimming, a little less of you that walked out that door the day before. Have you ever noticed that when you don't feel good about what you wear, that it follows you? Like you are distracted by it, self-conscious about it, pulling at your shirt in meetings, avoiding full-length mirrors, crossing your arms in photos. Your outfit becomes the background noise you can't just turn off. And after a while, and this is the part that really gets me, you stop expecting to feel good. You stop even trying for good. You just aim for fine, for covered, for nobody is going to look twice. And girl, that is not living. That is called surviving in your own wardrobe. I know, because I did it for years. And I want to talk about how we got here, because I promise you, it did not start with your body. Can I tell you about a version of me that seems like a lifetime ago? I was not always the woman that is talking to you now about style and confidence. I want to be really clear about that. This is not someone who has always had it put together. This is someone who lost it completely and had to find her way back. Growing up, I was skinny, like straight up and down. No curves, I mean late bloomer skinny. Style was nothing that came to me naturally at first. I had to go find it. But when I found it, honey, I found it. By my late 20s, I had figured out what worked for this body. I knew my colors. I knew my silhouette. I knew how to walk in a room and knew I belonged there. Like I had every right to take up space. And I surely did. For over 10 years, I stayed a size 10. And I'm not telling you that to brag. And I'm telling you that because what came next, it hit me hard. Because of how confident and comfortable I had gotten, I trusted my body. We had a good understanding. I took care of you, and you cooperated with me. Simple. If I gained a little weight, and sometimes I did, I wasn't worried. Stadium steps, sit-ups, push-ups, it came back off. My body was reliable like that. And then, but then, my 40s hit. Perimenopause showed up like an uninvited guest who moved into my house, rearranged all the furniture, and refused to leave. My metabolism slowed down like it forgot what its purpose was supposed to be doing. My weight shifted, and I mean it shifted to places it actually had never gone before. My stomach, my thighs, places that made me feel like I was living in somebody else's body. And my reflection, the one I used to glance at, and it would make me feel so good, started to feel like something I needed to avoid. Have you ever had the moment where you walked past a mirror and got a glimpse of yourself and was actually surprised? Like, wait, what? Is this really what I look like right now? That was me every single day. When the pandemic ended and the world opened back up, I went to my closet to get dressed like a normal person would do, and nothing fit. Not a little tight. Not that we can get some adjustments made, but nothing fit. And something broke in me that day. Not dramatically, not all at once, but quietly. Like a crack in a wall that starts small but spreads slowly. I tried to fix it the way I always had, but the same workouts, that didn't work. Got a trainer, still couldn't meet my goals. Tried to stay consistent with eating, still didn't work. 3 years to lose 5 pounds, and I gained it right back. So I did what I felt like was the only option. I disappeared. 5 pair of cargo pants, 5 long sleeve shirts. That was my work uniform for almost 2 years. Weekends, sweatshirt and sweatpants. Every single time. I stopped going out, stopped traveling, stopped making plans to go out. Because getting dressed, it just felt too much effort for so much disappointment. I stopped taking pictures, stopped letting people see me, because the woman I saw in the mirror, I just didn't recognize her. And I didn't want nobody else to see her either. Have you ever hidden yourself, not just physically, but just pull back from your own life because you didn't feel good enough in your body to show up fully? That is a real thing, and it is more common than anyone care to admit. And here's what makes it worse. The voice in my head, it got so mean. I would say things like, you let yourself go. You'll never feel beautiful again. Why even try at this point? You are too old to care about this stuff anyway. Have you ever noticed how when you feel bad about your body long enough, the negative self-talk, it just becomes background noise? Like you don't even hear it as being cruel anymore. It just becomes the truth that you now live by. That's where I was. And the thing I kept holding on to, the story I kept telling myself to get through it, was this. Once I lose the weight, I'll feel like myself again. Once I lose the weight, I'll dress properly again. Once I lose the weight, she'll come back. That confident woman, she'll be back. But she wasn't coming back on those terms. And I had to learn the hard way why. Here is something that nobody wants to talk about in the wellness space. When your body changes significantly, especially in your 40s, especially through perimenopause, you go through grief, real grief, not the kind that comes with a casserole and a sympathy card, but grief nonetheless. You are actually mourning something. You are mourning the body that felt familiar. You are mourning the ease of getting dressed without it being a whole thing. You are mourning the confidence that felt automatic, that didn't require any real effort. You are mourning a version of yourself that you didn't even realize you would miss until she was gone. And here's the thing about grief that nobody tells you about. If you don't acknowledge it, it doesn't go away. It just changes clothes. It shows up as anger at yourself for not being more disciplined. It shows up as avoidance, not shopping, not looking, not trying. It shows up as that mean inner voice. It shows up as holding on to clothing that hasn't fit you in 3 years because throwing them away feels like giving up. Have you still got clothes in your closet right now that don't fit, but you can't bring yourself to get rid of them? I'm not judging you because I had a whole section of my closet that was basically a shrine to the woman I used to be. Jeans from my size 10 days, hanging there like it was a goal, like a promise I was making to myself. But here's what I finally understood. These clothes, they weren't motivating me. They were reminding me every single morning of what I was not. Every time I opened that closet, I was starting my day off with a loss. Before I had my perimenopause morning drink, which by the way is hot water, ginger, lemon, and lime. Before I said good morning to anybody, before the day even started, I was losing. And we wonder why getting dressed feels so heavy. It is heavy because we have turned our closet into an emotional battleground. Let's be clear. The grief you feel for your changing body, it's valid. It is valid. Let me say it again. It is valid. You are allowed to miss the body that felt easy. You are allowed to feel sad about outfits and pieces you have in your closet that no longer fit. You are allowed to mourn the version of yourself that got dressed without thinking twice about it. But, and I say this with all the love in me, you cannot grieve forever and grow at the same time. At some point, that grief, it has to move, not disappear, not pretend to be moved, but moved. Because on the other side of that grief, it's not the old you. It's a version of you that is more powerful, more self-aware, and more intentional than she has ever been before. But you have to be willing to walk through it to get there. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. You are not falling apart. You are grieving a body that felt like home. And that is the most human thing in the world. Let go. So now let's talk about a part that goes even deeper than grief. Because for a lot of women, it's not just about the body changing, but it's about what the body changing meant. For me, style was identity. It was a part of how I showed up in the world. It was woven into who I was. And when I lost the ability to dress like I used to dress, I felt like I lost myself. Not just a part of myself, myself. Like Rosie, the real Rosie, the confident one. The one that walked in rooms like she owned it. She was attached to that size 10 body. And when that body changed, she went with it. Have you ever felt like your confidence was a costume that only fit your old body? Like it really wasn't yours. It was just on loan as long as you stayed that same size. This is one of the most damaging beliefs that a woman can carry. And most of us don't even know that we are carrying it. Because here is what it means if that belief is true. It means your confidence was never really yours. It means that it was always conditional. It means you were always one bad way in of losing yourself. And that is a terrifying way to live. I want to offer you a different way of looking at this. What if the confidence you remember, the ease, the joy, the walking in rooms feeling like yourself, what if that was never about your size? What if it was about something else entirely? Think about it. When you felt most confident in how you looked, what was actually happening? I'll tell you what was happening for me. I knew what I was doing. I had figured out what worked. I had a system, even if I didn't call it that. I knew my colors. I knew my fit. I knew what made me feel like me. It wasn't the size 10 that gave me confidence. It was the knowledge that I had of how to dress that body. And when my body changed, I lost that knowledge, not the confidence, the knowledge. And knowledge, like a dress size, it can be rebuilt. That's the thing they never tell you. You can learn this again for this body, right now, at this size, in this season of life. That confident woman is not gone. She just needs a new set of tools. I want to tell you about the moment I started coming back to myself. It wasn't a dramatic, overnight transformation. It wasn't even a before and after photo moment. I think it was a Tuesday. I was standing in my bedroom, about to go somewhere. I can't even remember where. And I had been doing the work, learning how to dress my body differently, paying attention to what actually worked instead of what used to work, being intentional and not just grabbing stuff that felt safe. And I put on this outfit and I looked in the mirror, and for the first time in a long time, I smiled. Not because I looked like I used to, because I didn't. And girl, I still don't. But because the woman looking back at me, she looked like she knew something. Like she was in on something. Like she had figured out something that the old Rosie knew. The one that used to run on autopilot and never had to think twice about what to put on. And I thought, there she is. She wasn't gone. She was just waiting for me to stop looking for her in all the wrong places. Have you ever been looking for something? Your keys, your phone, whatever, and you are panicking, retracing your steps, going crazy, and the whole time it was right there in your hand, in your pocket, somewhere obvious that you couldn't see because you were looking too hard in the wrong direction. This is exactly what we do with our confidence. We go looking for it in the past, in old photos, in the body we used to have, in the size we used to wear. And the whole time, it is right there, in this body, in this season, waiting for you to stop running from it and start working with it. The woman you think is lost, she isn't gone. She grew up. She got more complex, more layered, more interesting. And she deserves clothes that actually reflects who she is right now, not who she was 10 years ago. Here is what I know for sure. Confidence was never stored in your old jeans. And no number on a scale, no change in your dress size, no shift in your body can take it away from you unless you hand it over. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. She did not leave you. You just stopped looking for her in the right place. So what does it actually look like to come back to yourself? Because I just don't want to inspire you and just send you on your way. I want to be real with you about what this journey actually requires. It requires you to do something that actually feels backwards at first. It requires you to invest in yourself right now. Not after you lose the weight, not when you feel better about your body, not when things settle down or get easier, or when you finally find the time. Now, in this body, in this season, with this shape. And I know exactly how that lands for some of you, because I had that same resistance. Investing in clothes for this body, it felt like I was giving up, like I was waving the white flag and saying, okay, fine, this is it. This is as good as it's going to get. But here is what I learned, and it's actually the opposite. when you start dressing your body with care and intention, when you stop punishing it with clothes that don't fit or hiding in things that make you feel invisible, something shifts, not just on the outside, but on the inside. The way you carry yourself changes. The way you walk into a room changes. The way you talk to yourself, slowly, gradually, that starts to change. Because you are actually sending yourself a message every single morning when you get dressed. And for a lot of you, that message right now is you don't deserve better than this. I want to help you change that message, not by changing your body first, but by changing what you put on it. Have you ever put on something, maybe just by accident, maybe something that someone gifted you that fit perfectly, that worked on your body exactly right, and felt your whole energy shift? Like you stood up a little straighter, walked a little differently, felt a little more like yourself than maybe you have in a while. That is not superficial. That ain't vanity. That is the direct relationship between how we dress and how we feel about ourselves. And you deserve to feel that way on purpose, not by accident, not occasionally, every single day. Okay, now I need to talk to you about your closet. Specifically, the section in your closet that's not really a clothing section. It's a museum, a collection of pieces for a body you used to have, a life you used to live, a version of yourself you are what? Still holding on to. Those jeans from 5 years ago that you cannot manage to button up in 3 years. The dress you wore to that event and you felt fabulous in. The blazer from when you were a smaller size that you just knew you will fit back into someday. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And listen, I'm not here to tell you to throw everything away. That is not the point. This is the point. Every morning when you open up your closet, these clothes are talking to you. And they are not saying anything kind. They are actually saying, remember when you were smaller? Remember when we used to fit? Remember the woman you used to be? And guess what? You haven't even had your coffee yet. This is what I mean when I say your closet has become an emotional battleground. You are starting every single day with a reminder of what you are not. And we wonder why getting dressed feels so heavy. Here's what I want you to consider. Holding on to clothes that don't fit, that isn't hope. It feels like hope. I know it does because I did it for years, but it's not hope. It's a daily invitation to feel bad about yourself. Hope says, I am going to take care of myself from here on out. Hope says, I am going to invest in myself right now. Hope says, I deserve to open up my closet and see things that actually work for the woman that I am today. Now that is hope. What we have been calling hope is those two small genes, that shrine to the old body. That is not hope, my friend. That is a guilt trip you are giving yourself every morning for what? Free. Free. Now here is the part that most women push back on me. They say, Rosie, if I get rid of all those clothes, I am giving up. I am accepting that I am never going to lose the weight. And I want to address this head on. Getting dressed for the body that you have now is not giving up on the body you want. These are two completely separate conversations. You can absolutely work towards whatever health goals you have for yourself and dress yourself with dignity and style right now at the same time. They are not mutually exclusive. In fact, when you start feeling good in your body, when you stop punishing yourself with clothes that don't fit you, you actually treat yourself better across the board. You move more. You eat better. You take better care of yourself. Not because you fixed your body first, but you changed the relationship first. The closet funeral is not about giving up. It's about making room. Making room for clothes that actually work. Making room for mornings that don't start with defeat. Making room for the woman you are right now to finally have somewhere to live in a wardrobe that makes her feel beautiful. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. Holding on to clothes that don't fit is not hope. It's a guilt trip you give yourself every single morning for free. Now, let me talk to the part of you that is thinking, okay, Rosie, this is all well and good, but I cannot genuinely go out and buy a whole new wardrobe right now. I hear you, and I want to be very clear. That is not what I am asking you to do. This is not about going out and spending a ton of money on new clothes. This is about shifting how you see and use the clothes you already have and starting to make intentional choices, even small ones, that say, I matter to even be thinking about this. One piece, one intentional choice. This is where it starts. And to the part of you that is thinking, I don't even know where to start. My body is so different, I wouldn't even know what to look for. That is exactly the right place to be standing. Because knowing that the old rules shouldn't apply and you need new ones, that's a great place to be in. That is the beginning of a solution. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are just at the start of learning something new. And that's a good place to be. If something in this video hit home for you, I want you to do something before you close this out. Drop a comment below and finish this sentence. The woman I've been waiting to get back to is... Don't overthink it, just finish the sentence. I read every single comment. And then subscribe if you haven't already, because the next video is where we get into the practical side of this. We are going to talk about why nothing feels right in the dressing room anymore. And it has nothing to do with your body and everything to do with the information that you have been walking into the dressing room with. Welp, that's all I have. As I always leave you, we have 20 to 30 good summers left. 20 to 30 good summers that we can move well, spend time with our family, our friends, take vacations, laugh, and we are what? Not going to waste them.